Hello, welcome to the channel where we're going to discuss on the Barbecue Network channel here. I say shalom, and I am going to discuss the movie 2 Weeks Notice. 2 Weeks Notice, released in December of 2002, directed by Mark Lawrence, who directed Miss Congeniality 1 and 2, as well as this movie. And he also made music and lyrics, which I might watch and review as well. And he made some other movies as well, like Life with Mikey, and lots of comedy movies overall. 2 Weeks Notice stars Sandra Bullock. It was produced by her as well. And I bought a 4-pack of DVDs with Hugh Grant as the subject matter. So 4 Hugh Grant comedies. I believe An Awfully Big Adventure is a comedy, but it may be more of an adventure comedy. I'm not sure. I also got the mafia comedy Mickey Blue Eyes. I saw that one in theaters and enjoyed it. 2 Weeks Notice that I'm reviewing right now, and music and lyrics. We sat right here and watched 2 Weeks Notice last night. She was pretty much entertained by it, and I was entertained as well. I liked Sandra Bullock's character. She, you see in this montage at the beginning of it, that her and Hugh Grant's character come from different backgrounds. He's more of a, aristocratic type, and she's always protesting and things like that, and is an attorney. Grows up to be an attorney. He's more of like he says that his life's more like the character in Monopoly. So he's buying and selling property all the time, etc. And so she's trying to stop this community center from getting built in Coney Island, where Robert Klein is her father. He plays her father in the movie, famous comedian Robert Klein. And overall, I mean, there's a lot of really positive things to say about this movie. You got Alicia Witt in a small role, and she does well in that role as the woman that, after she puts in her 2 weeks notice, Sandra Bullock puts in her 2 weeks notice, that Alicia Witt is the lady that's going to replace her. So the reason she even starts working for Hugh Grant is she's trying to save that community center from being destroyed, and somehow when he hears her come up to him and try to stop that, she ends up going for the job that's for his chief counsel. He's always sleeping with the women that he works with and me tooing them and stuff, so she don't want to work for him. She starts working for him, and they have such great chemistry together the whole movie. But their characters, are so different. And obviously, one's working for the other, and you just basically got to see a movie like this for yourself. It's charming. Hugh Grant does really well with his character, even though he's a spoiled rich guy. He seems to be nice, or at least interesting. And then Sandra Bullock just looks unbelievable in this movie. She's got really good physique to her. I don't know, something about the character I really enjoy. Overall, I really enjoy this movie quite a lot. Maybe seen some of it on cable before, but never seen the whole thing. And I think Robert Klein does a good job as her father. Like I say, Alicia Witt does good in her limited role. Um, Hugh Grant is kind of controlled by his brother in this movie, who their father, left money to, and they manage this company. So he becomes so demanding on Sandra Bullock all the time, and obviously they have this chemistry together, but the movie just shows them kind of being at odds and uh, working well with each other, but then not working well as well. So then she puts her 2 weeks notice in because she thinks that she's done enough to save this community center. But then basically they got to knock the community center over anyway. I kept wondering, why don't they just build another community center? It's not like they're really talking about saving the building itself. They're talking about reframing and redoing the building anyway. Again, why can't you just knock it all over and then build, a tribute building or something? Seems to be a very binary world that this movie's all set in. But you got Norah Jones singing in the movie and playing piano in a cameo, I guess you would say, and others, including Mike Piazza of the New York Mets, because she's a real big Mets fan and they go to a baseball game. And then you got Donald Trump in the movie too, because he's actually part of the plot about, what buildings he's acquiring and this and that. So Hugh Grant and Donald Trump share a scene. Very strange. But yeah, I highly recommend this movie. Its directing didn't get in the way at all, so I would guess I would say it is well directed. And this is when she was making a lot of good romantic comedies, or comedies in general. And I look forward to seeing all of her movies that I haven't seen. I've seen most of them, and I'm definitely going to check out more of these Hugh Grant movies. And maybe he'll come back strong in a Four Weddings and Funeral reboot or sequel. That would be awesome. Or even a sequel to this movie. Well, I don't know what you'd call it though. 2 weeks notice 2. Who knows? We got music and lyrics here, and I kind of seen some of that movie, but never all the way through. Looking forward to checking that one out too. So thanks so much, and I hope everyone out there can check out 2 weeks notice. Thanks.